changes have you seen in the industry that produces the opportunities for young creatives to enter this space? And how does this happen?
So for me, it was just practice, continuing to do what I do when nobody's looking, when nobody's, clapping. I'm putting in work, and that's the reason why I'm on this call. That's the reason why I got asked to be on this call, because people know how long I've been at it. I mean, I've been doing what I do since 2004. And so I think right now people are watching me reap the benefits, and I've done some amazing things. But when we talk about bank account changes, lifestyle changes, these things are like maybe last 5 years. So from 2004 to now, it's just been me continuing to chip away at what I wanted to be looked at or perceived as, because I didn't come from a school background. I didn't go to school for design. I actually started off as somebody in retail and moved my passion of art through retail, and then ended up in sneakers like by happenstance. So a friend of mine was supposed to do some sneakers for a store that I was doing some visual merchandising for, and he flaked out 3 days before the store opened. So the guy then asked me, can you do the shoes? And I'm traumatized because what people didn't know, the very first shoe that I did was a failure. It was so bad to me that I actually didn't even show it to the client. So by this guy asking me, could I do it? I went back to that moment of trauma. And it was that moment I had to say, either you accept the failure or you try to actually get this done and move about it a different way. So that's how I kind of got in here. And then from there, I would say that something phenomenal that happened for me was that Foot Locker has this guy, John Hockadale, buddy of mine, Munch, now works over there. But John hit me up and he wanted a job to be done. This is like 2016. And he's like, can you do, WWE shoes? I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm a fan of it. It's a true story for me. He's like, I need 800 shoes done in like 2 weeks. And it was one of those moments again where it was like, okay, do I, have fear about this moment, or do I actually figure this thing out? Because it's a blessing if you actually are prepared. And so all of that practice, as I look back down the line, all of those years from 2004 to 2016, I look down the line and then it took me like 5 seconds, but like in the movie, they zoom into your eye, you see all these thoughts. It was like that. But then I came back and I was like, yeah, I can. And me and my team were able to get that done, and it ended up creating more opportunities. I mean, Foot Locker now works with a ton of artists that I know, people that I've introduced them to, and it's just amazing to see the growth. So that's how I got here. It was by continuing when nobody thought I could do what I do, and then also just moving past my own fear of what people would say about my art and my designs, and then just being prepared for that moment, because it comes to everybody. The opportunity will come. Are you ready for it? That's the key. So I practice to be ready. I'm in my studio right now.